Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you are doing very well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Homeschool. This is Khaled Akhtar, Assistant Teacher of Social Science, Morning Shift, National Ideal English Version School. Today I am going to take a BGS class for the students of class 8. The topic for today is Population and Development of Bangladesh from chapter 9. So dear students, let's start our discussion. At first we have to know what is population. All the people of a specific area is called population. That means all the inhabitants of a specific area. If we talk about Bangladesh, all the people including this country will be included in the population. So if we ask, if someone asks what is the volume of population in our country, so the population of our country is about 18 crores. So as the chapter of today is population and development of Bangladesh, so that means population and development is interrelated. So that's why we have to compare with 2 or 3 countries the population and their economy, by which we will understand what is the why population and development is interrelated. So I will discuss today about US and Bangladesh. That means I will discuss the comparison between 2 countries. At first USA, 35 people live in per square kilometer. That means in USA, in every per square kilometer area, only 35 people live, and their per capita income is $58,030. On the contrary, if we talk about Bangladesh, in Bangladesh about 1,252 people live in per square kilometer, and their per capita income is $1,610. This data is of 2017. So that means we know that where 35 people live in per square and on the contrary 12,052 people live in per square, that means there is less development than US in Bangladesh. And if we talk about the per capita income, we will see the comparison between these. That means there is 58,000 and where we have only 1,600. So this is the comparison. So dear students, should we believe that only for population there is no possibility of development? As I have discussed earlier that USA has a small amount of people and in Bangladesh large amount of people, that's why Bangladesh is not that developed. But we don't have to believe in that context, because if we see China have about 130 crore people and they are a most dominating country, economically developed country in the whole world. So how did they do so? Actually only the population policy can make that differences by which we can make economic development. So at first we have to know what is population policy. Population policy means the national planning about population of a country. The objective of this policy is to control the population and upgrade the living standard of the people by ensuring the socio-economic development of the country. That means the policy which helps the people to upgrade their lifestyle through their income, living standard, all the things, that is population policy. And our government is doing lots of things to improve the living standard and our socio-economic condition by doing some policies in which economic development is more focused in that context. So right now we will be discuss about population control. As Bangladesh is an overpopulated country, Bangladesh has not the capacity of carrying this kind of population, that means this amount of population. So that's why you have to know what is the initiative or what is the way of controlling overpopulation. So that's why government and non-government organizations have taken lots of initiatives by which we can control the population in our country. At first I will discuss government initiative to control population. First one is priority has been given on primary and mass education. As I know, in Bangladesh we are not getting enough job for the shortage of education, that means proper education, by which we can concentrate on our economic status and by which we will be aware, and that way we can be conscious on controlling our population. So that's why Bangladesh government has focused on primary and mass education, which is almost free in our country. And the second one is a massive plan for the expansion of women education. As we know, about 50% of people of our country is women, and women has contribution if they are aware. So by which we can make women aware? By education. As Napoleon said, give me an educated mother, I will give you an educated society. That means if I make the women educated, then the society will be educated. So that means if I make the women education if we make the women aware by education, then the society will be aware by education. So that means if we are able to make women educated and aware, she will have the contribution on the controlling of population. And third one is Medicare of the citizens. Medical facilities is very important in our country because most of the people are suffering lots of diseases, and if we can support them with medical facilities, then they will not be vulnerable, and they will not be in scarcity of that I may die. That means the family member will not think about taking any child or borrowing any child because they have the feel of insecurity that anytime their child may be die. So that's why we have lots of childs to produce, by which we can continue our family. So if we ensure the Medicare of citizen, the family will not feel in that insecurity. And then registration of marriage at Kaji office. Registration of marriage at Kaji office is important. That's why, because every day there are lots of marriage ceremony are happening, but there is all are not recorded. If every marriage get the chance to be recorded in Kaji office, it will be focused that whether there is any child marriage or not. If we can control the child marriage, we can control the overpopulation also. And last one is women participation in income generating activities. If a woman get the opportunity to be part of activities of income generating, she will get the support of family, and she will get a focus on the family, because she has a contribution on family economically. That's why her opinion will be accepted in the family. That means she will be able to put contribution on family on controlling overpopulation. So this is all for government initiative to control population. Right now I will discuss the non-government initiative to control population. As I know, from the independence of our country in 1971, non-governmental organizations are doing very good thing for our country, for controlling population, for making the life standard upgraded, and for helping with healthcare and Medicare. And this way they are contributing in population control policy also. So this is the non-government initiative to control population. At first, community-based family planning program. Family planning is very important, because by which a family can control their giving birth of child. So that's why non-governmental organizations are taking steps and doing lots of things to make people aware to enter into the family planning program. And the next one is implementation of making a family of 2 children. Our government has made a policy of making the family of 2 children. So non-governmental organizations are doing in the context that they are making people conscious that 2 children is enough for a family, and 2 children can with two children a family can be happy. So they are making the people aware by making consciousness programs. And resistance of child marriage. As I know, in our country, girls are giving birth at early days of their life because of child marriage. So that's why if we can control the child marriage, then it will be possible to control overpopulation in our country. And the fourth one is training program. As we know, for everything training program is very important, because with training we can make people aware, we can make people conscious, we can make people believe that what is good for you. So that's why training program is important. In this process, in this process vaccination, injection and healthcare facilities are included, by which people can be aware and they can take good care of them. And the last one is awareness activities. Through awareness activities, non-governmental organizations are doing lots of things like magazines, family planning programs, and newsletters, documentary films, lots of things by which people can be aware. So these all are about non-governmental initiative to control population, and these are working very well in our country, and we are achieving the goals that we are able to control in a small context, by the way, but I hope it will be a larger context if it continues. And then I will discuss here human resource. As we have lots of people in our country, we can turn them human resource. So we have to know what is human resource. Human resource is the people who has extra skill by which they can income properly. That means right now IT sector or communication technology sector is very advanced right now in whole over the world. If the people get that opportunity to get the training or to get the skill, they will be able to income lots of money, and they can contribute on the family and the society as well. So the strategy of converting population into human resource. What are the strategies? At first, job oriented education. In Bangladesh right now, about 30 lakh people are educated and jobless. They are unemployed. They are struggling for getting a job. Only because Bangladesh has not that standard education system by which after our study we can get a job permanently. If we look at China stopped their universities for 12 years because they are not able to give the people standard job. So that's why they stopped the universities, because every year from universities there will be lots of graduates and they will not be able to give them jobs. So that's why they focused on technical sectors, that means extracurricular activities and the works by which easily people can get their job, that means income money. So we can look at China right now. They are much economically developed country right now. And then increase skill and expand training. Skill and training should be increased right now. As we know, we discussed earlier, it is nothing to tell about. And then expand technical education and women education. Yeah, women education is very important to contribute in the family. Right now in family, people are male and female both are contributing in the economic sector, because with only the male person's earning, family cannot run. So that's why women education is important, by which women can get jobs. Expand agriculture based education. Bangladesh is an agricultural country, and if we focus on agriculture, we can get development in this sector, by which we can export lots of food stuff, because it is possible to focus on agriculture more and to produce more food stuff. So this is very important. And then expand small and cottage industry. Right now online sectors are very advanced. Online platform is very important for business. So this is working in a small range, but if we focus on this sector, that in online, that means online sectors business is a small business sector, by which we are getting money, we are earning something, and if we focus in this sector, it will be very much important, very much effective for the society to turn people human resource and get economic development. So this is all for today. Hope you understood today's topic. I hope you are doing very well, you study properly, doing your study properly and abiding by your parents. See you again. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.